finish one half of basketball. The Bruins on top, up by 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second half. More college basketball coming right up. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
Freak, he's in at the 4 spot. Fresh is out there with Free. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the 5. Home in the paint. And for Louisville, we've got Rozier. Payton is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the center, filling out the middle.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton also coming out of Westwood. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here's Freak. Mack grabs the miss.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
The shot by Payton. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Payton's got 8.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Free passes to Campbell. To the middle and stolen by Payton. Down low. There's the steal. Campbell with it. Down low. Here's Freak. Here's Fresh. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
And guys, thinking again about the Bruins being so dominant during those decades.
The Bruins leading by 4. So on the floor for UCLA. Freak in at power forward. Free out there with Fresh. Then there's Campbell. And it's Roberts in at the 5 down low. Payton kicks to Sanders. Shoots inside. And again, it's Louisville converting.
And you think about the impact those years of dominance have had on UCLA. I mean, still one of the most honored and storied and decorated programs in the United States. I mean, they are the program on the West Coast, although the Wildcats might argue, at least recently.
And it's White missing. Here's Fresh. Here's Freak. No good on the 3.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Here's White. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from heart.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of
fish escaped the pups. I get my mouth.
Where we've been. Don't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
There's 1:54 left here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Mack, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just... And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a three to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
Here's Campbell. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Louisville trails by 3. Here's Payton, and he jams it with authority.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Roche.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal?
Got to be. Get them out, bro. Swear.
And then run out. It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And here's Freak. Passes to Fresh. And another miss by UCLA. Pass to Sanders. There's 48.
You hear about the once-in-a-generation player, and Freak just might be that for his generation. Big men can be most impactful on the floor, and boy, does he change a game.
That is what's so great about Freak. Even when he isn't scoring, you can see his presence on the floor. That is what great big men do. You can see how special of a player this kid has a chance to become.
To Mack.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Dude, I'm right here. I'm open.
Here's Free.
Pass the ball.
Pass to Fresh.
Bro.
Here's Freak. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order.
And they go to the intentional foul.
I'm wide open. Won't pass it.
And a nice job of nailing the first one of the 1-and-1, so the chance now to make it 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
That's one more time I work.
So we see the Cardinals get the win here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
see what I'm at, y'all? Y'all see what I'm at? I can't. Last week, I got so hyped up with UCLA. Then that happens. Ruined my chances. Guess I'll just shoot around for a few seconds. No wonder why it's late first. Cause my stupid teammates won't pass me the ball when I'm getting freaking wrong.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. They'll see the UCLA Bruins taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Now we'll look at UCLA's starting lineup. Freak in at the 4 spot. Fresh is out there with Free. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the 5. Now here's Terry, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Oh, get him.
Lee with the ball. And finished off by Oubre.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
And a wide open look for Lee. Shot is off. The Bruins go the other way with it. Pass to Freak. Stolen by Terry. And here we go. The Jayhawks with a fast break.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when the steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better.
Yeah.
Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
A platoon swap here for Kansas. And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Freak's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Outside Williams. There's the pick. Frazier with a screen on Starks. The kick out to Williams. Starks with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Starks has got his first 2 points of the night.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Williams passes to Daniels. Frazier right side. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Frazier's got his first points in this one.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
We've got Williams, and it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Bruins, Freak, he's in at power forward. Also Johnson out there. And it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward. And the Jayhawks with possession. Williams kicks to Dedmon from 10 feet out. Some solid defense from Freak. And it's the Bruins with the ball. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. It's stolen by Frazier. Here's Daniels. Drops in the breakaway layup. Daniels has got the lead up to 2 now for the Jayhawks. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jayhawks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
I was going to take me out. See what this other team thinks of me. Yeah, it's like absolutely not.
Here's Free.
2 minutes left.
1:57 left in the first half.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Drops in the layup for 2.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Now here's Williams. Inside, here's Gaines. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Gaines has got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Jayhawks. Here's Free.
Move the ball.
It is now to Porter.
Sticking too much.
Thomas sets a screen for Porter. Ripped away.
See,
Pass to Oubre. Shot from 12. Porter pulls it in. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Pass to Free. Now the pass to Campbell. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Jayhawks out front. They're up by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the second half of basketball right around the corner. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If we can get hot, his team and that's how it's done. Find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
UCLA trails by 3.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce and Andrew Wiggins, but role players too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison come to mind.
Lee outside. Duncan outside. Here's Terry, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Well done, boys. Well done.
There's Freak,
Well
and he
done.
says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Gaines kicks to Duncan. There's the screen. Off the screen. It's blocked. Out to Lee. He feeds it to Terry. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. The Jayhawks shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Jaden Terry taking 2 shots.
Daniels, he's checked in for Duncan. Johnson, he's checked in for UCLA. Martin comes in for Fresh. And both free throws good for Terry. UCLA trails by 3. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. The Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
I should have got my third.
Watch him. He's coming out over there.
And here's Lee. So on the floor for UCLA. Freak, he's in at the 4 spot. Free out there with Fresh. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the 5 spot. Duncan kicks to Oubre. From 12 feet out, and the shot is good. And Kansas leads by 2.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Ugh. Free passes it to me. One-handed.
And so here's Kansas. Now the feed to Gaines.
I got it.
Lee dishes to Gaines. Terry outside. Lee outside. Duncan right side. They set the pick. Clock at 4. Here's Oubre. UCLA grabs the miss. Fast break UCLA. Freak with the ball. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Freak's got 10 points here in the second half.
This is why everybody thinks Freak is the real deal. I mean, it's not that he takes over games like he has in the second half. It's that he does it to lead his team to wins. That's the big thing.
No doubt he's a winner through and through. A lot of success at the college level is talent. But what separates the good from the great is that competitive spirit. And Freak has that in spades.
off the inbound. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And it's the Bruins with the ball. A 2-point game. Campbell traps in the tray.
20. Starting 10 minutes.
Holy.
.133 left here in the second half of the game. Lee passes to Gaines. Fast break UCLA. Here's Fresh. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Assist from
And it's a 7-point Bruin lead.
Watch him. He's
And a
coming out
closer
of
look
there.
here at the hustle stats for the Bruins.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Just what the doctor prescribed. The hoop and the horn, and he makes good on the free throw.
The Bruins leading by 4. Kicks it to Freak. 1:04 left to play in the second half. Releases from 15. No good. And Kansas the other way now. The drive by Duncan. Lee kicks it to Gaines. Yes!
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
And it's the Bruins with the ball. We can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
3.
29 seconds left to play here in the second half. From 12 feet out. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
They are on the ropes, and it's time to put them away. Freak.
Oh, I am.
Putting in your hands. Remember the knockout blow. Finish this and get out of here with a W.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Sixteen seconds left in the second half of basketball. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Knocked loose, and an intentional foul right there.
Come on, make it. Make it.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in.
It wasn't wasn't too close to comfort, but I think I had a better season than I was with the Knicks. So, top 20, let's go.
Hi, everyone. We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Georgetown Hoyas facing the UCLA Bruins.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
A look at the Hoyas starting group. They've got Warren, also Hudson out there. Trice is out there with Price, and it's Randolph in at the shooting guard position. On defense, the Bruins. Well, Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long, really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. And they've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
Trice's shot is good.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is off.